Everybody, it's Travis from Tactical Solutions, and with this rainy weather that we've been having the last couple days, kind of also reminded me of a different video series that I'm going to be recording and releasing soon periodically alongside with my backpack blueprint video series. Now, as a firearms instructor, a lot of people will come to the seminars, come to the courses, take what they have, and then they don't really go home and practice it. They wait till the next time. Whenever I talk to them and ask them, why haven't you been practicing? And I hear, well, the range is too far away, or it was raining so much, too cold, too hot. A lot of people will use every excuse they have not to go out and train and practice on their own time. Cost of ammo, there's a lot of different excuses. So I decided to develop a program that people can practice at home to obtain a high level of mastery in the handgun world without having to go to the range. Now, with that being said, as a martial arts instructor, I get on my high mountain and preach that you go to courses, you go to seminars, you go to classes to train. And there is a difference between training and practicing. You train to learn what to practice. Now imagine you are a martial arts student and you go to a class once or twice a week. You go to that class, you train a few techniques, you go home and you don't practice. The next time you go to class, chances are you're not really going to practice that same technique that you just learned in the prior class. So this is why in martial arts worlds, it takes a very long time to master techniques. However, if you went to school, you learned a handful of techniques, and then on your own time, you practice those techniques every day, then you will get that master level faster. When it comes to behavior modification, learning new behaviors, if I teach you a brand new technique that you've never had any practice with, it takes you roughly 3,500 to 5,000 repetitions for that to become muscle memory. However, if you have a bad habit, you have bad technique that is already muscle memory, it takes about 12,000 to 15,000 repetitions to replace that bad technique with the right technique. So when this correlates with this at-home program, I'll be showing you drills and things to learn at home and to practice at home in the comfort of your home without ever having to get out in the bad weather, without ever having to buy a box of ammo. Actually, I tell a lot of people that come to me about firearms training, I tell them, this is how you pick out a good firearm that's right for you. And I would practice 4 to 6 weeks on the basics and the fundamentals before you even buy a box of ammo, before you even put one round into that chamber. You have to practice. And that's what this video series is going to be, is showing you what you need to train and practice at home to develop those skills. So with that being said, stay tuned, like, subscribe, and get ready for the handgun series.